I haven't read this yet, but I imagine it's from a superficial internet baby who is full of assumptions. As it reads, flooding socials, who the fuck speaks this way, with content, again, who the fuck speaks this way, isn't freedom of speech. And freedom of speech is saying whatever the fuck you want, whenever and wherever, however. These sound like restrictions to me. These sound like somebody else has some internet etiquette, some preferences, which fly in the face of freedom of speech. So it doesn't sound like this internet baby understands what freedom of speech is. This is a platform where you can receive money if viewers interact much with your content. Yeah, people do that. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm not one of them. I'll also never probably ever have enough people to ever do that in the first place, which makes me laugh on both ends. This is a business, and your product is meh. Cute. You aren't just taking up space on servers, but still only 0 to 40 views per vid. Yeah, I'm censored on the fucking DARPA internet. Peddle your product elsewhere. So now I'm being told that I shouldn't be saying what I want to say on here, even though this kid was still talking about freedom of speech up at the top. Doesn't make sense. It's a contradiction. If this was a retailer and your content was sold in a can, the shop owner eventually will not take up space on the store serves? Up space on the store shelves, maybe? For your cans? I mean, it's a cute analogy. Yeah, in other words, I don't look like the other kids. I don't act like the other kids. I don't say what the other kids are saying. I don't conduct myself like all the superficial internet babies who are carbon copies of copies of copies of copies of copies of copies, which apparently, according to this kid, is what's acceptable. So once again, I'm censored on the DARPA internet because freedom of speech doesn't fucking exist. What I'm talking about is rooted in logic if you use your fucking brain. But I'm surrounded by kids like this. What the fuck do I know? When superficial internet babies jump on a social trend, I typically like to punch holes in it because it's counterproductive to you and I alike. This video will probably get me a copyright on YouTube, but we'll see. Oh, and I'll have to do this. They've got merch, as the kids say. As it reads, and I gotta click more because divisive measures are afoot. Meanwhile, ICE still exists, the facility still stands, dogs of the state are still breathing, which means people are going to be persecuted. Logic be damned. It's cute that all of you superficial internet babies are more interested in entertainment than doing something to see that ICE no longer exists. Meanwhile, this is what we got on here. Sorry, I'm saying it twice. I need to eat food. I nominate the frog for the Nobel Peace Prize. Social engineering sticker. Otherwise known as an emoji that was written into the algorithm to dumb people down. Yeah. One exclamation mark would suffice. One giant leap for mankind. This is who you and I are surrounded by. This is why things are bad and why they're getting worse. You can watch the other videos I've left online. They're censored on the DARPA internet by and large. I have next to no traction. Because I'm trying, keyword, trying to do the right thing and get through to a bunch of kids who are doing this type of garbage. Either way, poorly put. This video has, 726 shares? And 11,000 people thought this sounded pretty doggone good. Oh, it looks like this retard wrote me a little more, too. What I was going to point out is only one person saw the video in question, and it happened to be this fucking dumpster baby. Big surprise. Let's see what else they had to say. This bag of wind. Here we go. After 20 years pass and you rewatch your stuff you posted, you will either laugh or just hang your head in shame at the banality of what you've expressed. That's cute too. My word, I hope your perspective gains depth and breadth. I'm surrounded by fucking morons. I keep pointing out that people are being fucking morons. This just so happens to be a fucking moron. What I say is gonna bother people, and it's because they're dumb. They're dumber than a basket of yarn. I would prefer not to be surrounded by people like this, which is why I keep doing what I've been doing. Because if you look around, things are getting bad. They're really bad. And it's because most people are conducting themselves like this kid. They're not fucking thinking for themselves. It's a fucking fact. Think about it. The only way to appreciate what I have to say is if you think about it. But this kid reacted instead of thinking about it. What do I know? I like documenting shit like this, but they're a dime a dozen. More often than not, when you go out the door, you bump into somebody online, this is who you're going to be interacting with. Because they are not intelligent in any form or way, mind you. Especially not when it fucking counts. Either way, you guys get the point. I'm saying people are dumb, things are bad, and it's fucking true if you look around. Use your brain. What the fuck do I know? I should also mention, retards like this are the type that haunt my accounts. I wouldn't be surprised if this kid was subscribed to my account and they pop in every now and again. It's how it works. I can teach you things you're not supposed to know. I'm fed up with dealing with fucking morons, and things are really fucking out of hand because I'm surrounded by morons who don't realize that they're fucking morons. The other bit, where this kid's coming from, if I'm not mistaken, is they've been trained in the age of entertainment to clamor for more entertainment. So if I dance around and I bust light bulbs in my mouth like a fucking singing, dancing clown, that would be okay. If I'm not mistaken. That would be content worth watching. But because I'm challenging people and pointing out the fact that the system is not only flawed, it's in place to manipulate you and I, that's not okay. Because that requires grit. That requires know-how. That requires you to challenge yourself and what you're spoon-fed. In real life and on the DARPA internet. So whoever the moderator is, and I'm pretty sure the moderator liked my comment twice, if I'm not mistaken. So I wrote back, but hold on. It's interesting. This is happening to me a lot lately. My other comment's not on here, or it dropped already. I just left it on here. I'll do it again, but it's probably going to disappear. Just to prove to you guys that this shit's fucked. Here, I said this. Oops. What else did I say? I said think. Oh, I said this. And quit. Now, most of you superficial internet babies probably don't think that people are being misled. You're being trained to praise people in blow-up fucking suits who aren't doing anything to change what's currently taking place and guaranteed to happen in the future, so to speak. It's another ball of wax. Either way, I'm going to leave this on here, and we'll see if it disappears in a second. Or did they? Oh, I thought maybe they blocked me. See, it's gone. Fucked up, right? It's pretty fucked up. But what the hell do I know?